going on? Furious Pete, Furious Talks. And before I begin today, just wanted to let you guys know today, Thursday, April the 10th, is 15% off nearly everything over at bodybuilding.com. It's their 15th anniversary, and it's crazy how much this company has changed over the years and how much it's grown dramatically over the years. I'm pleased to say that I've signed again with bodybuilding.com for another year. So yes, I will continue promoting the hell out of this company because there's a reason why I signed with it, because it is damn awesome. It's fucking awesome. Great free content, great articles, and I don't know, find cheaper prices on supplements and come back to me. Especially with 15% off. I don't know. Amazing prices and just amazing company. So check the link in the description below to see the landing page to the website with all the products that are on sale. Getting into the whole concept, the topic of the video is sponsorship. I've been lucky enough to be sponsored by bodybuilding.com for years now. Years upon years. I was probably one of their first sponsored athletes. And I guess a lot of people come to me and they ask me, how did you become sponsored? Especially years ago. Now, I guess with my YouTube following, you know, it's grown, and my following has grown. I guess that can sometimes be the answer. But that isn't always the case, you know. A huge following doesn't necessarily lend you a nice sponsorship. It helps. It definitely helps. But I guess I wanted to touch base on the fact that a lot of people message me on a daily basis asking me, how do I get sponsorship? Look at me, I have such a nice body. Who wouldn't want to sponsor this? Now the truth is, there's thousands upon thousands of models out there. There's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people with very nice bodies out there that have dieted down, that are in amazing shape, that look really hot, that look the girls that look amazing in thongs and have a nice booty and have amazing cores and abs, and guys that have built bodies, big biceps, nice legs, whatever you want in a guy. There are just so many people, countless people with amazing physiques. Now, the thing is, that doesn't sell a company. It does look good in an ad, but what else do you have going for that company? How else are you going to be unique to that company? Do you have a personality? The truth is, a lot of people out there don't have that personality that sells a company. What good is it if you have an amazing body, if you can't communicate with a customer, if you can't communicate with a fan? What good is that? You line up 10 people in a line, 10 athletes with all amazing physiques, all certified in this, this, and this, and this. What sets you apart from all the other 9? Ask yourself that. If you're exactly the same as the other 9, then why should you get a sponsorship from a company over the other 9? Why? Because you're exactly the same? Or do you have something that sets you apart? Now, whether it being a story, now whether it being an amazing personality, now whether it being the way you interact with other people, now, or you just do something different, like me, competitive eating. I don't want to focus on me in this video. I want to focus on everything as a whole, because I want to help, I genuinely want to help others actually become sponsored, become successful in this industry, become fitness athletes, models, whatever you want to call it. Personalities, spokesmodels. What you have to do is write down on paper is what sets you apart. I have a ton of people that message me and show me that they've been working out for the past 4 or 5 months and they are in great shape, and that they should be sponsored, that they should be flown around the world and given supplements and whatever it is that a sponsorship entails. What about the person that has been training for the past 20 years and has touched the lives of thousands of people around the world? Can you compare yourself to that person? And that person, then the truth is, there's a lot of people like that. There's a lot of people that have been training their entire lives, helping people all the time, and just making an impact on this world, on this fitness world. So I'm not saying that the person that has been training for 5 months isn't going to be an amazing athlete, a model, a sponsored athlete one day. But you have to understand that you have to put in the work and effort and gather a following and make sure that you have those points checked off that I was talking about, which is what sets you apart from everyone else. When you are asking yourself, why can't I get sponsored? When you are asking yourself, what do I have to do to get sponsored? List those items on a piece of paper. Set 9 other people that are similar to you, same physiques, and ask yourself why you are better than all those 9 people. What sets you apart? What are you going to do for the company that is so unique that they are going to benefit from having you as a sponsored athlete? Do you have the social media following? Nowadays, that is more important than ever. Do you have that social media following that is going to gather attention for that company and actually inspire others to, inspire others that you are part of that company? Does that make sense? I'm not sure if I got my wording right there. If you are representing that company, whatever the name of that company is that company going to be proud to have you as an athlete? If that company is representing you, are you going to be happy to represent that company? It all has to be a mutual benefit. Because if one company is really happy to represent you, but you aren't happy to represent that company, then eventually that company that is happy to represent you is not going to be happy to represent you, because that is going to reflect in how you act and represent that company. That is a key factor. When you are looking for sponsorship, make sure that it makes sense. It's not all about money, glory, fame. It has to make sense. If you look at my history with supplement companies, I haven't signed with nearly anyone. I've signed with bodybuilding.com because it is a huge company as a whole, and I never represented a supplement in particular. I represented bodybuilding.com because it was a community, an amazing community, which I started off on the forums, and that's how I fell in love with this company and its mottos. That's how I got established, because I was on the forums for years upon years, and first I became a supplement rep online and just helped people out online and answered questions about supplements online, and then eventually expanded out from there. But you have to start somewhere. You're not gonna just miraculously start working out and then a couple months later end up on the cover of a fitness magazine. It just doesn't happen. You have to work hard for it, and you have to set a game plan. I'm not sure if everything I just said made sense, if I was rambling on. I'm sure I was. Please let me know in the comment box below if anything made sense, or if I should touch base on something else within this. Please thumbs up if this was helpful, or if you would like me to make a part 2 and touch base on questions that you have. Write them down in the comment box below. The number one thing that I really want to tell you is make sure it makes sense. People jump to conclusions way too quickly and just because they are offered some kind of representation of some sorts. They think it's the most amazing thing in the world. Please make sure it does make sense. Makes sense for both parties, because if you're not happy representing a company, I'm telling you, that other company isn't going to be happy to have you either eventually. The start they might be, but it's got to be a mutual benefit. Because otherwise there's no point in having that sponsorship. Otherwise there's no point in working together. I'm hoping that ramble kind of made sense. Stay dedicated for life, my friends. And of course, stay sexy, stay hungry, and get laid. Boop.